Hey Migtos, this is Vention. Man, what a strange situation this is. I was telling you guys that I am like a major homebody, a major, when everything's really comfortable, I'm like a hobbit. Having these freaking crazy adventures is like not my thing. But, I'm getting through it. But, man, this morning it was amazing how the strangeness of the whole environment out there just crashed in. And I was like, my heart was racing and I was like stressed out to the max. And I knew that I had to get the fuck out of this room and go do something and get exposed to the weirdness out there and try to just overcome this whatever it is I have. It felt like what I've read about or heard about as a friggin' panic attack. So I just ground my teeth a little bit and went out to the main desk and sat down there and then just started leafing through all the brochures that they had, and then I picked one almost at random. And whatever it was, I was going to go do it. Because, man, it is so friggin' weird here. I mean, the traffic on the streets is like just tremendously disorganized, and it's like completely, it's like almost like a near miss at all times. It's like, when there's an intersection and people are going both directions, you don't stop. And even if there's stop signs and stoplights, nobody does it. They just ignore them. And then they measure each other's distance and speed, and then they just weave together like I have no idea how to describe it. It's like they take turns in a way, and everybody's kind of aggressive, but not so aggressive that they collide, and they all just sort of go right through each other. It's like with like inches to spare. And pedestrians are right in the mix, man. And when MGTOW Expat and I were running around last night, it was like friggin' weird, man. And I was saying, dude, you just go and I'll try to keep up with you. And then he would he does the same thing, right? He like was watching the traffic, and then there was like a little space that was opening and it was coming toward us, right? And then he just stepped right into that space and timed it in a way so that he was out of that space by the time the next vehicle went by. And then it was time for the traffic going in the other direction, and it was like, and I was like sitting there going, ah! and it's like, I can't describe it. It's nuts. There was a couple of streets that I would have been happy to pay a tuk-tuk to get me out of there, basically, or to allow me to not have to cross that street on foot, man. Jeez, I gotta hand it to the guy, man. He really knows how to deal with this shit around here. But man, I am like a fish out of water, hugely. So anyway, I was like, freaking palms are sweating and my freaking heart was racing, and I just said, no, I gotta get through this shit. So I just freaking forced myself out of this place, paid the freaking money to have whatever it was, whatever tour it was, and got on that tuk-tuk, and I was like, trying to play it off. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I'm really calm here. Yeah. And went to the boat ride. Once we got on the boat, it was all right. I was like still kind of, heart was still racing and sitting on the boat, and then luckily I wasn't the only passenger. I had another guy, Victor was his name, and we were bullshitting, and I was talking to him without ever saying the word MGTOW. I was like sharing a little bit of red pill knowledge with him, and he was sharing his blue pill knowledge with me, you know, saying, "Oh, you should get married and all that. You should get a foreign woman here in you know, Cambodia or something, you know." But now I'm not. If I do end up staying here, I will certainly be probably dating again. You know, I got to try it. You know, it's a new country. Might as well give them a chance. You know. But cohabitating and all that, that's I don't think so. Then we went to a place called Silk Island. I thought it was Seal Island. I didn't really care what it was. The tour wasn't really a tour. It wasn't recreation. It was freaking medication, man. Because I had to get my ass out there and get exposed to that shit and get inoculated and freaking deal with this stuff. And then, you know, by the end of the tour and everything, I was like, you know, once the tour started, I was doing pretty darn good, and now I'm not too bad. I mean, I can look forward. It's MGTOW Expats Cheat Day as far as like food goes, so we're probably gonna go get some Mexican food or some shit, so that'll work. And then I'll see if I can get more exposure to this place and see if I can you know, overcome this freaking crazy phobia of mine. And honestly, I'm not sure how crazy it is, because anybody with a little common sense would be a little leery of crossing those streets. And man, crossing at an intersection where the traffic is coming from multiple directions, not just two, I'm almost thinking it might be wise to go to the center of the street and then cross right there and jaywalk the shit out of it. I doubt they charge tickets for that. So yeah, you can't use American ways of doing things here in Cambodia, man. It's like it's a strange place here. So things are looking up. I'm starting to inoculate myself here, and I'll see if by the end of my vacation I can be comfortable enough here that I could consider possibly moving here and retiring 12 years early, because it really pencils out, man. If I, you know, I with my current level of wealth, and in fact just on the house alone, I could live comfortably till I'm 65 here, and then I'd have like 2 pensions and Social Security to take me the rest of the way. Shit, I wouldn't even need my Bitcoins. But handling the culture shock and handling the strange environment here, that is going to be a huge thing. But as they say in New York, you know, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, right? And this Phnom Penh is, I think it's probably the New York of Cambodia. And if I can make it here, then I can make it anywhere in this country. So that's what I'm up to right now, guys. And man, I hope this doesn't totally blow your image of me, because it's pretty rare for me to freaking freak out like that. It was like, man, I am generally not that, I don't know what what it is. I'm not that phobic, but yeah, this place really can really freak me out, you know, and it's going to take some time to sort of. And one of the people commenting said, repetition is the key. Get out there a lot, right? And really get some exposure to this place. And then I should be able to overcome this anxiety, I guess you could call it. Well, that's about all I got for you. And I'm going to try to maybe get a little nap before we go out to Mexican food or whatever. So. And don't get married.